Hello ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another Renegades React, and we are watching a tongue-in-cheek video called Everything Wrong with Mortal Kombat in 7 minutes or less. I say tongue-in-cheek because that movie was fantastic, and I don't see how they could find anything wrong with it.
All right, Micah, let's see.
All right,
okay.
we'll see
So we're going to do this.
All right.
All right, so here we go.
This is going to go well.
If there's
And
one thing I
honestly,
What?
this song, I'm going to get it and play it. I'm going to be wearing headphones at work, and I'm going to play this throughout Christmas season.
Just in a loop.
Yeah, in a loop. I'm gonna get the clip of Shang Tsung saying it has begun, and then it's just gonna play, and that's what I'm gonna listen to instead of Christmas music all through the holiday season.
There you go.
Because that's how I feel.
Sounds like an
actually, here's what you need. You need to do like a Christmas remake. All I want for Christmas is Mortal Kombat.
That's pretty good.
Like, that's the song that plays in my head every time that door rolls up and I see the truck I have to unload.
You stand in front of it. You stand in front of it.
And I
just
you
put on like the mask and everything.
I just hear
it's like,
somebody. I just hear like the door's open and I just the door's open. I just hear someone say, "Test your might."
See, I'm more picturing like the car destruction stage from Street Fighter, which is weird because it doesn't roll. Anyway, do the thing.
All right, let's do this.
Let's do it.
Do you remember the local laser tag?
Yes.
They would play that song on the loop.
If you're gonna fight somebody, do it to this song.
I mean, yeah.
Haha, New Line Cinema. Sonya Blade waits, despite having him in her crosshairs, so that the nameless baddie can fire off enough rounds to kill several innocent people before she takes him out. Why is a henchman attempting to kill Sonya when Shang Tsung wants her at the tournament? Also, none of these partying dancers gives any f**ks about the gunfire going on,
They're
not 3
high,
feet from them.
The Penis Tower.
There's no one else.
Christopher
Are you
Lambert.
saying that
There can be
every f**king person on this pier is welding something right now? Shang Tsung supposedly brings Scorpion and Sub-Zero down here to kick some ass, once again forgetting that he brought these people here for an important fighting tournament.
your sideshow freaks attack my fighters.
Your fighters? Then why was Shang Tsung the one that tricked Sonya and Johnny Cage into being here?
That is expressly forbidden before the tournament.
So if Shang Tsung had successfully broken the rules, would he have just forfeited the tournament? Seems like an unwise game plan, even if you're pure evil.
Come with me.
Everybody knows
Come with you
Outworld
where?
doesn't follow the rules.
Isn't this the time for walking and not teleporting?
And I come back to you now, at the turn of the tide.
To enter the realm of Earth, the Emperor's demon sorcerer Shang Tsung and his warriors have to win 10 straight victories in Mortal Kombat.
Who made up that f***ing rule?
The essence of Mortal Kombat is not about death, but life.
I don't know, Raiden. I played Mortal Kombat a bunch back in the day, and I don't remember anyone in the game saying keep him alive when his life meter went down.
Penis Mountains.
Is anybody monitoring?
Well, you're in the demon realm now, so probably not. I know he's a Hollywood diva and all, but damn, he's still a guy, right? Why so many f***ing bags?
Look at your compass.
How does Liu Kang know that Sonya has a compass underneath her watch?
Seen Operation Condor.
Yeah, apparently.
Flawless victory.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess so. It's like the guy brought kicking and punching to an ice fight.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't need your help.
That is literally the first time you've ever said anything remotely close to that.
Yeah.
Does every room in this castle come with a table full of food, including complimentary giant chickens?
Yeah.
Why are there 3 guys each fighting Johnny Cage and Liu Kang, but Sonya only gets 1 guy? Well, hell, I can do that.
Yeah.
Spear outside this guy's right arm, but then in the next shot, it's on the other side. Starfruit.
And I come back to you now, at the turn of the tide.
Dang it.
Yeah.
So these guys have just been standing here the whole time while Liu, Johnny, and Sonya congratulated themselves and no one heard them?
Really?
Sonya cuts her black pants into short shorts, which is awesome. Let's just admire that for a second. The only problem is that we should be admiring it for the rest of the movie because there's no way she could have packed an extra pair of pants for this trip that she didn't know was happening. Why are the first 2 fights on the beach with Shang Tsung there and like over 100 spectators and then bam, suddenly Johnny Cage is fighting Scorpion in an empty orchard? What the f***? What happened? Where did everybody go? Who told Johnny Cage to go fight Scorpion in an orchard and why?
Yeah.
Is this a dream?
Just because it looks
This was a tournament. The rules further state that I can warp you into another dimension at any time. Oh shit, he's gonna shoot fire at me. Bones, bones, bones. Ah, shield. Perfect.
Great.
Okay, my shield's on fire, now I need a weapon. Bones, bones. Ah, spear. Perfect. Is that picture supposed to be something Johnny Cage carries around all the time?
Oh, no,
Or
it's
did we
a-
just
it's a
find out
friendship.
Scorpion was secretly a huge fan of Johnny Cage movies? Seriously, who decides which fights have spectators and which ones don't? And how is all that communicated to the participants? Is there like a printed schedule with ring assignments and shit?
To win your next match,
Your next match? This is Mortal f***ing Kombat.
use the element which brings life.
What, cadmium?
Just carbon.
Not very wise.
Yeah, so tough words from Shang Tsung here, but now this fight is over for some reason, and Liu Kang starts fighting Sub-Zero, and Katana shows up unharmed using telekinesis to tell Liu about the element that brings life. Sub-Zero starts slowly creating an ice shield around him. Never mind that we saw him totally ice a dude in like a second before the tournament began.
Use the element which brings life.
Well, now, why did you tell him to remember your words if you were just going to show up and say them again with your brain? So Raiden and Katana got together and said, we need to get Liu Kang to somehow use water in his next match, because when he throws that water at Sub-Zero during the obvious ice shield move, it'll turn into a huge icicle and kill him.
Oh, good.
Who the f*** are these guys? And who did they beat to get this far in the tournament?
Yeah.
How would you even make a bracket for this tournament? You start with no Goro at all. There would be marquee matchups in the very beginning, and then Goro is allowed to fight whoever he wants. Betting and following this tournament is more complicated than following the basketball playoffs. Has Art at this point seriously not seen or heard of this Goro guy that has been destroying everyone in the past 20 matches? Man, remember those days back when you were young playing Mortal Kombat, and you always insisted on playing as Art? This is a Hollywood movie about Mortal Kombat, a game known for its finishing moves, and the big bad Goro's first finishing move is a shoulder bump?
Really?
Flawless victory.
No. I take issue with that, Shang Tsung. Art clearly got in some punches in one kick. Goro's life bar should have taken at least a little bit of a dent. Not much of one, but hardly flawless. Apparently, Shang Tsung no longer has to stand over people to take their souls. He can do remote soul taking now. Earlier, the guy's soul went into Shang Tsung's hand, but now it goes into his right eye. Wouldn't Art's death have made more impact on the audience if he'd had more than 5 seconds of pre-fight screen time? Or, you know, if he'd actually been a character from the game?
Yeah.
One thing can defeat you. Your own fear.
Well, and also a supernatural being who is 8'2" and has 4 huge arms can defeat you.
Yeah.
Challenging Goro.
Honestly, Stan
So you
Winston,
can just choose
they
to
did a
fight
really
Goro?
good job on the Goro
How does
suit.
anyone keep track of who's supposed to fight
Because
who?
that
really
is,
good.
that
Rules
is
are
all
quite clear.
a
The
physical
rules are
suit.
actually not very clear at all.
Mortal Kombat. We fight it.
Raiden states that Johnny's weakness is to jump into any fight to prove himself, and now he's smiling when Johnny does the very thing he said was his weakness. Goro breaks Johnny's sunglasses, but the lenses remain intact.
Those are $500 sunglasses, asshole.
Goro's just now acting surprised that Johnny is behind him after Johnny says an entire sentence. Goro falls off the cliff with his back facing Johnny, but you can bet your ass he found a way to twist around and grab the cliff on his way down.
Yep.
How did Johnny even come up with this plan? How did he know to go here? Did he just walk around one night and find this cliff that he could kick Goro off just in case he ever found himself in that exact situation? What? This dead thing just sits around and waits for smaller creatures to be thrown into it so it can become a living being again? At this point, the stomping or the running should have begun. I would say Liu Kang should be dead or paralyzed after crashing into this 3-foot brick wall, but the construction standards in Outworld are notoriously lax. What the fuck is Johnny doing right now? Is there some reason he can't come in from outside and help Liu Kang? Liu Kang just hit forward, and high kick. It's not hard after you practice.
Bicycle kick.
Couldn't Liu Kang just batter Shang Tsung senseless while he's trying to call up dead souls from the underworld? Shang Tsung summons 5 dead warriors so they can approach Liu Kang one at a time. Hey, when we install these spikes in the floor, let's make sure that they're in a pattern so that some of the floor is still completely safe. He's hunched over! Kick him into the spikes!
Flawless victory.
Does anyone in this movie know what the word
Really?
flawless means?
Come on!
All of the souls Shang Tsung took in his life were apparently good people waiting to go to heaven.
I've come for your souls.
What do they plan to do against this? Paul W.S. Anderson.
Obviously, watch the sequel. They killed him.
Wow.
Using a CGI
Your
dragon.
soul.
Just try to live through the sequel.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this was like the first movie that Paul W.S. Anderson did. Like he's a Resident Evil dude,
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
and Johnny Cage is in Resident Evil 3.
Here's my thing.
Like-
Here's my thing.
I'm just saying, I love this movie.
Well, it's a guilty pleasure. I still watch every now and again, and
My life consists entirely of guilty pleasures.
that explains a lot.
That got weird.
All right,
That
all right.
explains
That
a
got
lot,
weird.
sadly. Okay.
I feel like most of it was just him saying they never really explained the rules in this movie.
Yeah.
It's
No,
true.
Like,
nobody
that's-
ever explained the rules.
No,
in this
they-
movie.
It's
No.
Outworld. They never follow the rules anyway.
It's true.
But still, by talking about all the rules and then breaking the rules, and then you never explain the rules, and people that
Yeah.
never played the game, like they might not even necessarily really understand the rules, and they go in and watch this movie, and
Of course, you do realize that a lot of the people who got the game were kids, and kids really didn't care
That's a good point.
about story.
Yeah.
They
That's
just
a good
wanted
point.
they
It's
just
like,
wanted
Man, I wanna see
fatality.
these guys fight.
It's just like fatalities.
Even though apparently these fatalities weren't very.
Yeah,
good.
it's just like.
I liked that point he made where he
the
was like,
shoulder
known
bump.
for your finishing moves.
I
and
mean,
then
you
he
could
shoved
have
her bumps in.
bisected the. I mean, you could have used any of the fatalities. For
Hey, you got to remember, it's PG-13.
Yeah, I was about to say if it was geared towards
If
people
it was
that
rated
were a
R,
bit
which
younger.
truth be told, the rated R. Well, if they ever do release a rated R Mortal Kombat,
The obvious solution to this is we have to make our own Mortal Kombat movie.
we have to.
The solution.
Who will you play?
Sub-Zero, please.
It's like that. You're not even asking him a hard question.
Okay. Fair enough. Who would you play, Caleb?
I don't know. I used to like Scorpion growing up.
You mean yellow Sub-Zero?
But then,
or maybe Sub-Zero's blue Scorpion.
You shut your mouth.
I also kind of like Johnny Cage too, because like
really
it seemed like the most attainable because he was like a normal dude.
Right.
Yeah,
that could
Johnny
fight.
Cage is stupid cool.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Luke, I hate to say this. Actually, I think a lot of people will like me for this. I did not like Liu Kang. I did not like Liu Kang.
I kind of
I
like.
know he was like the hero of the whole story, but I was just like, he's one-dimensional.
I liked in Legacy where they turned him into a bad guy. Spoilers.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I liked him in Beverly Hills Ninja.
I feel like you're more of a Kung Lao guy, Nate. You just need a big razor hat.
Big razor hat.
Yes.
Yeah.
I could see that. I could see big razor hat.
I
Big
could
razor
dig that.
hat.
I could dig that.
Kung Lao. There you go. Just odd job some dudes. Just stripped, and then
Oh gosh.
so classy.
See,
I kind of feel like
tennis spot.
Tolliver would go full on mad scientist. He'd be Shao Kahn. He'd have like the skull mask and the hammer, the spiked shoulder pads.
Hammers are pretty cool.
Hammers are
Well,
pretty cool.
I was gonna
pretty
say you
cool.
could either be him or Quan Chi. Just throw radioactive green skulls at everybody.
He's thinking about
Decisions.
it. I was about to say, yeah. He's thinking it over.
Yes.
Actually,
He's
I
mulling
guess
it
I
over.
would probably be Tenchi. If
Tenchi?
yeah,
Tenchi Muyo?
no, the
No?
what was
Really?
Lasers? Oh
That's
my
the-
god.
with the blind guy with the sword, right? Is it
oh yeah.
Tenchi?
Oh, Kenshi.
Kenshi.
Kenshi. Kuro
Right.
no Kenshi.
That guy's pretty cool.
Yeah, Kenshi. I love Kenshi. He's one of my favorite new characters. I mean, they added him in Deception, I believe.
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah, that-
fairly new.
Yeah, I like.
I mean, telekinesis. He's blind. He has a sword.
Yeah, he can pick people up and slant. Pretty much. He's like a good Ermac. Good Ermac, because Ermac has those same powers, except he's evil and not blind, and he doesn't have a sword. So
Trade sword for eyes. Yeah, that works.
yeah, I'll
Sure.
take that. I'll take that any day.
Okay.
I was gonna say, you know what my favorite fatality was? My favorite fatality was in Mortal Kombat 2. It was the reptile tongue lash head rib. Yeah, you could.
Keep talking.
Oh.
Well, the tongue lash that you could do. It would go. It had to be like halfway across the stage away from him.
Mm-hmm.
He took off his mask. It was a reptile head, and then and you ate his head. Like the tongue wrapped around his neck and snapped it
guy's
off.
I haven't seen
Gone.
that. That wouldn't.
That was
terrifying.
Oh, it was terrifying as a kid, but then all of
Yeah,
a sudden
yeah.
I was like, I like doing that.
This is
Let's
amazing.
do it
And
again.
it's just like, this feels good. I should keep doing this.
I could never get the fatalities to work. And that being said, I still can't get the fatalities to work. As evidenced by our Mortal Kombat Let's Play on our other channel, which you should check out.
Yes, yeah.
Was this just
we
brought up
may
by-
go back to that because all the characters are released now. They have the Predator. And
The
they
Predator.
Have, yes, the Predator.
Oh.
They have
Oh,
Jason.
no.
They have everybody's.
Oh,
under there now.
no.
We're gonna have to go back and do that.
Do they have Arnold?
No,
Can
I
I-
wish.
can-
No, but they do have a skin for Jax that is Carl Weathers from Predator, where he has a robotic arm and he has a robotic arm to replace the one that got shot off.
Dylan? They have Dylan?
Dylan.
Dylan. Well,
Oh,
Only thing
Lord, it's
would be
happening.
better if they had Mac.
Oh, man.
Micah,
All right.
finish him.
Before this gets any further off the rails, I think we're going to call this one.
That implies we were ever on the rails.
We
but
appreciate.
yes.
Well, that's true. We appreciate everybody for tuning in, and we will see you all next time. Take care.